Good luck indeed. Let's try again. Let's cross live to Westminster and speak to GBNews' national reporter Will Godley. Will, what's going on there?
Good afternoon, Nana. Can you hear me now? I hope so, because we are here where it's getting very loud with all sorts of fun music. But what would you expect with the Pink Ladies here, who've come from Epping and other places protesting the fact that asylum seekers being housed in hotels, particularly the hotel, of course, the Bell Hotel in Epping, where there was all kinds of protests this summer after, of course, we had an Ethiopian migrant now who's been sentenced to 12 months in jail after sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl, and a second asylum seeker sentenced yesterday from Syria for assaulting a cleaner there at the hotel. He denies any sexual assault, though. He's now been jailed for 16 weeks. I can speak to the founder of the Pink Ladies now, Lorraine. Lorraine, thanks for joining us on GB News. How come you founded the Pink Ladies?
We found the Pink Ladies because we had unidentified men in our hotel, and that's how it started. We've never hated the men because I don't know them, okay? But they were unidentified, and our fear was for our children and our women. And basically, 90% of them wouldn't hurt a hair on their head. But I am not prepared to play roulette with my children and my grandchildren.
Well, that's why, Lorraine, you founded the Pink Ladies, and now this protest is happening today. Orla, let's speak to you. You've organised the protest, come from Epping,
yes.
Where you say you've noticed a real difference in Epping since you moved there 35 years ago.
Well, yeah, I mean, times change, obviously, no matter where you are. But for us, what is changing is the fabric of our society and our culture, because it was always based on trust, neighbourhood. So many people have moved there with their children because it's a safe, lovely place with lovely schools, and it still is. But in the middle of our town is the Migrant Hotel, which still isn't closed and still poses risk. And there are still men in there that are being charged. Only one yesterday with assaults on staff within the hotel. The Ethiopian guy a couple of weeks ago charged with 5 counts of sexual assault. This is real, this is happening, and it's happening in Canary Wharf, in Cheshunt, and in all these hotels up and down this country. So today, our first Pink protest, and as you can see, all these women are here, their mothers, their grandmothers, who are saying to the government and Downing Street opposite, we've had enough, stop ignoring us, start listening to the mothers and the grandmothers of this country, stop putting the rights of illegal migrant men before ours and before our safety. And we are not going to give up. We're going to get louder, we're going to get bigger, and we're going to be in every city across this country until someone listens.
Well, when you started speaking today on stage earlier, Orla, you said the Nazis aren't welcome here, people in the far right aren't welcome here. There were people, though, from Stand Up to Racism chanting that what's happening here is racist. Do you not feel that asylum seekers are welcome in Britain?
Of course, if they're genuine asylum seekers, but these men are not asylum seekers. They are illegal migrants. It's very, very different. We don't want to demonise people that are truly, truly seeking asylum. 3 years ago, I brought over a family from Ukraine, 2 women and 5 children. They were seeking asylum. Very, very different. The Stand Up for Racism guys or people that were here, they stood for 2 hours, they shouted abuse and they left. Why did they leave? Because they're paid by the hour. They're not genuine. We're here. We're all going to leave to go home and get our children. They are not genuine. All they've got up their sleeve is racist, fascist, and every nasty word under the sun. And we don't care anymore, because we know we're not, and they can shout till they're blue in the face. We do not care.
Orla, Lorraine, thanks for joining us on GB News.
Using the internet without a VPN, a virtual private network, is a bit like taking to the road without car insurance. All it takes is one unlucky moment to cost you a lot of cash. This video's sponsor is Private Internet Access. They are the VPN to help keep you safe. Click the link in the description below to find out why over 30 million people have downloaded PIA to protect themselves online. A virtual private network is an app that hides your IP address and helps keep your data private. When you're browsing the internet at home, you give up a large amount of data to businesses, to shops, and indeed to social media giants too. Hackers have the ability to steal your personal data with ease, including sensitive information such as passwords, keystrokes, and even your personal photos. Private internet access helps protect your personal data by encrypting your internet connection to keep your data out of the hands of cyber criminals. And it's not just hackers either to be concerned about. information can be censored too. When Canada passed their C-18 bill, social media giants decided to ban news content on their platforms. But PIA can protect your ability to consume the news and content you love. Private internet access is available for Windows users, Mac OS, Android, Linux, iOS, and you can use one PIA subscription to protect an unlimited amount of devices. And we've got a huge GB News discount for you too. Click the link in this video's description and you'll get a massive 83% off PIA. That's under £2 a month, the price of a coffee, and you'll get an extra 4 months completely free on top. Also, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee too. Visit piavpn.com/GB News to start protecting yourself digitally today.
What's brought you here today?
Peaceful protesting for the refugees that are here, and
And people here, they've been chanting, "Keep our children safe." You're wearing a T-shirt, "The only way is Epping." In Epping, are children not safe?
No, I don't believe they are. No, not at all.
Why is that?
Because we've got 130 men, unlisted men, no papers, are living in our hotel. And there's a pathway that they go to the schools. They've already, obviously, molested a girl, 2 girls actually. They go in the shops in Epping, they do what they want, they take all the stuff. Excuse me. I don't feel that they should be here in our hotels because I pay my taxes, they're getting everything free. We've got homeless people on the street. I have been homeless myself. I had to literally cut up a settee once to get £1.50 for a pack of sausages to feed my kids. And this is the truth. So why are they getting everything free? Why? I don't get anything free. I work hard and I have to pay for everything. You know, it's not on. They get vouchers, they get cleaners in there.
Thank you, Nina. We're also joined this morning by Susan Hall from the City of London Assembly, leader of the Conservatives there. Susan, why are you here today?
Because I'm a pink lady, I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, I'm concerned about my children and grandchildren, and quite rightfully everybody that is here for the right reason. They're here because of community safety, that's what they're worried about.
And they're protesting the illegal immigration, of course we've seen that over the channel, but most of that happened during the Conservatives' watch. You're the leader of the Conservative here in the City of London. Why are you here? How can you be here when it basically all happened under your watch?
And I'm sorry that it did. But equally, Keir Starmer got into power saying that he was going to smash the gangs. Where's that happening? It's not, and that's the thing. Yes, the Conservatives got things wrong. I'm here today as a pink lady. I completely support these people. You've got to look at how many people have come over since Sir Keir has come into power. It's getting worse and worse, and something's got to be done about it.
Well, the people here from Epping, but you represent people across London. Do you think London's safe?
No, a third of or I think it might even be 2/3 of the people that have been put in hotels are in London. No, they don't feel safe. The trouble is, a lot of these young men come from cultures that do not regard women very highly, and that does not make us safe.
Susan Hall, thank you very much. We're also joined by Libby, 21 years old. You live just near Epping as well. Do you feel safe walking the streets?
No, I don't feel safe at all. It's happened to me personally in Chelmsford with 3 men. It's not safe for no woman.
And you're here with your mum today. You've been chanting, "Keep our children safe." That's your message to the Prime Minister today. What do you think, what would you like him to do in response?
We need border control here. We're an island. There's only so many people we can have here. We need our borders controlled properly.
There are people across the road from Stand Up to Racism. They'd say what you're claiming would be racist views. We're safe, we're a tolerant country. Should Britain not have asylum seekers here in the UK?
Illegal immigration is totally different. When you have unvetted men, and they're all unvetted men, it's a totally different case. They're not adding anything to our society. Immigration used to be a thing where you add to society, you work, you go to school, etc. It's not that at all here anymore. It's not racist at all.